foot. Nice. Okay team, we've just lost the balloon. I don't have a backup balloon, so we're going to do this with a ball instead. So I'm going to get you to tap it back with that hand. Good stuff, and with that hand. So imagine foot, try a foot. Nice one, and the other foot. Nice one. Alright, so here we are. We're going to do, we've fast forwarded, same thing. Fast forwarded to next week, where we're doing a next week's session today. Because our balloons just burst, literally and metaphorically. So here we are. Well done. Well done. So all we're doing at the moment is we're starting off with a nice kind of hand, foot, foot. Now a lot of people may not be able to do the foot because they're not quite as coordinated as Beck here is. Nice, Beck. Wow, look at her go. Alright then, so now what I'm going to get you to do is hold this in between your two hands. You're just going to tap it back like that. So foam rollers are in most studios. So let's just throw the ball in and back we go. Throw the ball in, back we go. And we can vary the height at which it has to be hit back. Nice. Alright. In order to actually put some work through the tissues in different vectors, and also just to make it a little bit more interactive and engaging. Now what I'm going to get you to do, Beck, I'm going to throw it up. Try and tap it back from as low as you're comfortable to go.
Okay.
Nice, well done. So can you see here, we're doing a bit of a variation on, it's kind of like squats by stealth, if I'm honest, yeah? So we're just trying to get people to actually focus in on a movement, you know, a task, what they would call task-orientated movement or task-orientated exercise. So they're more engaged by that. And they can also hit themselves in the face. By the way, see this ball is very, very squidgy, so that we're not going to injure people's faces when we're doing that. Again, stay low. All right, look at that. See, she's got the double going on there. So it's as low as she's comfortable to go to do that. So we're doing a bit of squats by stealth. Next, what we're going to do is we'll have you holding it like a baseball bat. This is where I get a little bit scared, everyone. So I'm going to throw it and we're going to see what happens. I might stand way back here just for a moment. Are you ready, Beck?
Ready.
No, she's being very kind. Other side. So we're going to get you to alternate. So now we're getting some rotational forces going on. So effectively what we're doing is some core work here, but what you also find is when you do this with people is they're surprised because the weight of a foam roller is very low, it's very slight. But get a foam roller and have to move it through space like this, especially with a task, and it actually starts to feel like quite the task. So you're actually doing core work with people right now, and that seems kind of like really difficult to believe. So when we take that and we go, okay then, this might still not be enough. How can we turn this into a strength exercise? So we switch that, and now you can put hand weights with people, or we can bring out something like this. So bring out the Viper on in this occasion, and again, so now we've got 6 kilo Viper there, and trust me, just straight back here. When we bring in that kind of thing, suddenly you can probably even just see with Beck's arms now how much more they're having to work with that. Now what I'm going to get you to do, Beck, is we're going to start playing with this a little bit. Can you actually tap back like that, as if you're kind of about to do an uppercut? Let's see what we do with there. So we'll go there, yeah? Well, hey! So, look at me. I'm also getting a bit of a workout here. And what you may have gathered here is that one of the lovely things about it is that it's not an exact science. And that you may think is a bad thing, but actually it's a really good thing, because guess what else isn't an exact science? Life, sport, everything else, right? So we're actually just engaging with each other in different ways and at different angulations, and we're adapting to each person's unique abilities. So at the moment I've got quite a coordinated client, with some strength and with some ability to do some hand-eye as well. So all of those kind of things. With a squidgy ball, remember, squidgy balls are very, very important. That you can actually work with someone in lots of different ways and actually work with their tissues in lots of different ways as well. Now, something else that you can play with here is if you've got something like a tennis ball, something like that, they could actually hold this that way up, okay, so with your two hands like so, on the tube, and there's kind of a cool little target there. Now, we're not going to use a tennis ball because it will take you time to find the tennis ball because today was balloon day, remember. So, but as you can imagine, this is a completely different requirement for the body. But we're still looking at, we've just invented a new game basically live on air, but which is the upright, what do we call that? We would call this like a squat, low bicep press tap. Okay, so just tap backs. So now Beck's working a little bit harder, look, because we're actually getting some squat to biceps work going in there. So lots of different ways you can introduce this, but is this conditioning? Yeah, it's three-dimensional conditioning using task-orientated movements, i.e. games in this case. We've got a whole heap of these for you this month in November from this ambassador, Mr. JP here, and hopefully Beck will be able to join me for some future games as well. If you're keen on those, if you love those, you're going to introduce those, hit like or love. If you have any comments to make about them, please come and comment. We do love to know that you're out there. And as Nikki says, it's so fun. We'll see you again very soon, guys. Thanks.